What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And in today's video, we have yet another groundbreaking mask. Now, as far as I know, this is going to be a world's first in terms of replicas, although there is a very similar replica floating around out there right now that was done up by David Pritt, aka Random Hero UK, who will sound very familiar to any veterans of the hobby out there. I'm talking people that were involved 10 plus years ago. But in terms of this exact replica, I do believe that this is a world's first, and it should be no surprise that this comes to us from Caleb Campbell. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Caleb Campbell, I've got a couple other videos of some unboxings that I've done on masks that he has created and sent in here on the channel, and he seems to be the king of modern day replicas. Now, what I mean by modern day replicas is that Caleb is actually recreating masks in their current state or their last seen state. For instance, he did up a Corey Taylor dummy for me that was done up to look like Corey's mask in the Voluminal Inside the Nine DVD, where it is almost completely decomposed and falling off of its foam head, and it turned out really, really cool. Not even necessarily a mask per se, but a very cool prop replica, if you will. Caleb also recently sent in a weird or rare Iowa gem in its current form. Both of these replicas turned out really, really cool, so I am excited to see what he's sent in today. Now, obviously, I know what the mask is, but I have not seen any finished photos, so we are just going to go ahead and jump on into the package and take a look at what we've got. All right, let's see what we've got. Try to be careful. I think this mask is pretty fragile in terms of crunching it. So what we have here is a current day All Hope Is Gone female clown, and as you can see, this thing is absolutely thrashed. I have not even seen the front of it. I'm only looking through, but since it's transparent, I can see that there is a lot of detail going on. So I'm going to pull it back here and take a look for myself. Oh yeah, very, very cool. This thing is definitely abused and made to look like one of Clown's transparent female clowns. As you can see, every little detail is there, from the cuts on the eyes to the scuffing of the paint to the fact that some of the teeth are missing and chipped and broken to the gaffer's tape around the side of the mask there. This thing is absolutely spot on, and I'm definitely stoked to add this to the collection because the All Hope Is Gone female clowns are some of my all-time favorite clown masks. I just think that they are so fucking perfect with their subtlety, and as I've mentioned on many occasions, these masks took it right back to the roots of Slipknot, which was something that I felt like we hadn't seen for a very long time. Now, when it comes to Slipknot, I love almost everything about their self-titled cycle, and a big part of that is the masks, because for the most part, each person in the band had taken a store-bought mask and had it slightly modified. That is almost exactly what this is, aside for the fact that Clown actually had these enlarged. Is enlarged a word? Not sure, but you guys know what I'm saying. Clown had taken the base mask of a British female mask or a Japanese female mask, sent them off to their artist Rayless, had them retooled slightly and resized to be larger for his big face, added a plastic clown nose, some of them had spray paint on the inside, some of them had tape added to the outside, and what we got was a very subtle, very creepy, very cool look. And that was the first time that we had seen that since around Iowa. Obviously, Jim was still using some store-bought masks, Sid was using gas masks on and off, but for the most part, SMG had started creating masks for every member of the band. So fast forward years and years later, 2 album cycles later, we get All Hope Is Gone, and everybody in the band has a mask that was created for them, but then suddenly, Clown switches to this thing, which is way cooler than the leather mask that he premiered with. Even though I understand why Clown went with that mask at first, he explained that very, very well. It just wasn't a great looking mask, so to redeem himself on that album cycle with something as creepy as this thing was absolutely awesome, and it brought back the original store-bought, handmade feel of Slipknot. Now, clearly, those are not the toughest masks in the world, so they went through a lot of changes, and this is what we have for a current day Clown. Now, there are some photos floating around on the internet, not sure exactly where those came from, but Clown's masks were pretty beat, used, and destroyed, and this is what Caleb came up with for the current day replica, and I think that it is absolutely fantastic. Caleb managed to do a lot with with a little here. So yeah, super stoked. Just another piece to add to the collection. Another world first, even though there is a different variation replica floating around out there. And yeah, can't wait to throw this up on the shelves with the rest of them. So I'd like to give a huge thank you to Caleb. I will be dropping his information down below if you guys would like to go check him out. As I mentioned earlier, we are 3 boxings in on these world first modern day replica masks, and I think we are dubbing him the modern day replica guy in the hobby. So make sure to go check him out. He is a super nice guy, and obviously he does very cool work, and let him know that the House of Masks sent you. Maybe he'll keep hooking us up over here. So with that said, I am going to go ahead and end this video. I will leave you guys with some nice up close shots of this mask like always, so you guys can see all of the beautiful detail here. We will go ahead and throw it up in the collection and show it off there as well, and that will be that for this unboxing. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Another huge thank you to Caleb. Make sure to go check him out, and until next time, this has been AJ Good at the House of Masks telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to modern day replicas, and we will see you guys later.